Hi everyone, this is Rachel and I'm the Business Support Manager at Z Hotels. The whole of month is about highlighting women's health and specifically infertility. And for that, I just wanted to share some of my own personal journey. And I stress that this is my own personal journey. It's not the same for everybody, but after 15 years of struggling with my health, I was diagnosed with a condition called endometriosis. And told I couldn't have children, and I was 28 at the time. In many ways, that was a huge relief, just to have a diagnosis to find out what has been going on, but also devastation about not having children, especially at that time. Most of my peers were starting their families. Specifically with endometriosis, cells similar to the tissue of the lining of your womb attach themselves in different areas, and those symptoms can cause chronic pain, real discomfort, inflammation, and the formation of scar tissue within your womb. And it has a significant impact on your health. Chronic pain, fatigue, lack of energy, depression sometimes, isolation, and one of the other things is about infertility. However, determined not to let that rule my life, I then embarked on a huge health journey. And I did various things. I did acupuncture, which was pretty easy. I also did Chinese herbs, which wasn't so easy. Sometimes that felt like I was boiling mud and dried mushrooms, and it tasted horrendous. But I did find something that really worked for me, and that was seeking out a naturopath. And a naturopath works with your diet. And there were lots of things that I did to really support my health, one of which was to take out red meat from my diet. And specifically red meat has a specific acid, which is not good for women with a particular condition like endometriosis. Anecdotally, I would say anecdotally, but it definitely worked removing that for me. And the other thing that I did as well was to just really impact my body with really good vitamins. Vitamin B, specifically 6 and 12, and magnesium. So I sort of pushed all of those health elements for me to really get me back on a path of healing. And probiotics, and I think if anyone knows me and has spoken to me in recent months, I'm a huge advocate for probiotics. They have such a massive impact on your gut and your mental health. And I think if anybody has any specific illness or any specific problems, then probiotics is definitely the way to go. So then in 2006, about 8 years later, I started to feel really unwell again, really dizzy, lots of nausea. I was falling asleep quite a bit. Just generally feeling unwell. The smell of coffee was really unbearable. The smell of food cooking again just wasn't great at all. And then I discovered remarkably that actually I was 10 weeks pregnant, which is fantastic and really wonderful. And that's the sort of end of my health journey in terms of infertility. And I know that I'm lucky, and I know that that's not the same for lots of people. And I suppose the other thing that I would say is that if anyone is really struggling with symptoms like endometriosis, or that you have endometriosis, or you have issues with infertility, that I'm always around to have a chat. You can message me on Teams, or we can go and have a cup of coffee, and I can share some sort of other bits and pieces and tips as well to sort of help you. So I'm really lucky that the end of my journey was a great one. And I know lots of women aren't as lucky, and it's really, truly awful. But what I would also add as well is that if you were to ask me what my greatest achievement to date is, I would say it's my daughter, who's just about to turn 18.